from D.C. between the Orioles and the Nationals. Rookie Tyler Wilson matches up against Tanner Roark on Masson.
So a matinee of baseball for you, Orioles fans, Nats fans coming into the ballpark together. They won't be together for a while, rooting for their own teams, and that's okay. Teddy wants to get into it with the O's a little bit, and that's okay too. A lot of excitement here last night. A little extra on the field in the late innings, and those are games that can make a rivalry. We'll see how it goes today. The Nats, more importantly, want to keep pace, win a ball game. The Mets are in Cincinnati. And we're sad to report that the season's over for Danny Espinosa because of that right hamstring. 13 homers, 37 RBIs. Danny was good for this ball club this year.
Yeah, sneaky MVP of the club, had a great year, and he has nothing to hang his head about with the pulled hamstring. He had a great year.
All right, our best to Danny. Hope to see him in Vieira. And now, how about some big-time moments from last night? Starting in the middle of the game, Scherzer battling, and then right on through till the end.
Yeah, a lot of drama on last night's ball game. It started with Manny Machado in the 5th inning. He took a called third strike after he requested timeout. He wasn't granted timeout. Took it right down the middle. I don't know if he was arguing about the call or the fact that he wasn't granted timeout, and this is where Buck Showalter did a fantastic job. He kept his all-star third baseman in the game for this, a 2-2 fastball for Max Scherzer, 98 miles an hour. So after going 0 for 14 off Max Scherzer's career, Machado checks in a big way. Watch the home run. Now, that one was up around the head. I don't know if it was a purpose pitch or not. I don't know if this one was or not. You'd have to ask Papelbon, whose quotes after the game didn't really deny it, didn't really own it, was somewhere in between, but both benches cleared. Buck Showalter guarding his prized possession, and a 4-3 final. And Papelbon didn't go into the clubhouse. He stayed on the bench after he got ejected. So who knows what happens tonight? To be continued, ... We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully just baseball, and a good one for the Nats today. Pitching matchup is Tanner Roark for the Nats, and rookie Virginia native and UVA Cavalier Tyler Wilson, who's 2-2 with a 3.72 ERA. Tanner, he's faced the Orioles a couple of times, one career start. He's looking for his 5th win of 2015.
PNC Bank, for the achiever in you.
O's lead the season series 3-2. The all-time series 32-23. Tanner Roark just about ready to go. Gerardo Parra. Beautiful day. 78. Some clouds up there. Humidity low at 34%. Intimate gathering on hand for a makeup game at 4 o'clock on a Thursday. So right now it's actually 4:05, and here comes the first pitch from the sunshine into the shadows. A strike from Tanner Roark.
You know, we were doing the open. I would love to know if warnings were issued before the first pitch.
It's been known to happen. And that ball is cranked out to center. Taylor going back, and it keeps on going. And it's over Michael A's reach all the way out beyond the 402 mark. And the ball hit really hard by Parra. His second hit of this series.
Well, both pitchers coming off of performances where they gave up 8 hits and 6 earned runs. So they're trying to right the ship here against the Orioles, and at least Tanner Roark is, and Parra with a bullet to center field. Michael Taylor with a pretty good route right there. That ball just kept going, so that's how this one starts. Shoulder's okay. Anthony Rendon, trainer, checking out the Orioles center fielder.
Said, yeah, your shoulder must really be hurting the way you hit that ball.
Yeah.
So here's Machado in the series. Couple of hits, the big home run last night. And Roark a little bit inside.
38th appearance for Tanner, 10th start. Fastball 93, slider 86, curveball 76, changeup 83.
On the edge, 95, perfect pitch with the number 1. Machado career against Roark 0 for 3, and his ledger for the series. 30 home run guy with that blast last night. He has a chance to drive in between 80 and 90 runs. Ed Hickox is a 10-year veteran. Brian O'Neill is the crew chief out at second base. Alan Porter and Mark Ripperger at the corners. Great run back action on that heater. Tanner going for that inside edge, just missing. So nobody out, runner at second base in a full count. Dangerous left-handed power bat on deck, and Machado scorches one into left center to put the Orioles on top. He's hit the ball about as hard as you could his last 2 at-bats. Official at bats, that is. That's RBI number 78.
Pretty good at bat right here for Manny Machado. Trying to hit behind the runner. He does. This one just goes right up the middle. Look at him take the rotation off that baseball, and that's called squaring it up. That's the true definition right there. So the exit velocity on his home run last night was 114.7 miles an hour. Wow. On a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, one of the highest velocities all season long.
Davis up there hacking. Orioles are 8th in the American League in hitting, 7th in runs, 4th in home runs. So Machado, the big night last night, even though it was just 1 hit, but boy, a big one. And then Davis and Pierce the next 2, and they both had RBIs in this series. In contrast to the middle of the Nats order, and they haven't pitched to Bryce Harper, basically. He's walked 5 times, but Harper, Worth, and Clint Robinson do not have 1 hit in this series. A 1 pitch. Roark with a good look in 94.
Yeah, fastball really elevated right now from Tanner. He's going to try to make the adjustment and get that thing down.
Chris Davis on a 4-game hitting streak, 6 for 14 with 3 RBIs.
one of them in this series. He's only hit into 5 double plays this year, not at all a ground ball hitter. And continues to be second behind Josh Donaldson. Nolan Arenado, the National League leader, with 115. That's upstairs.
When that trade was made, Donaldson to the Blue Jays, my first gut reaction is he's going to win an MVP. Just because he gets to play in Rogers Center, whatever they call it now, for 81 games, and how the ball travels there, and how he played in Oakland and put up those monster numbers where the ball doesn't travel. Got a great season.
1-2 pitch. Davis 0 for 2 career against Tanner Roark, who against the Orioles, 2 games, 1 start, 0-2 career with a high 7.71 ERA. He went with the breaking ball, and that's a great pitch to get a fly ball out to left center. Taylor for the first out.
Let's set the defense for the Nats behind Tanner. Worth, Taylor, Harper, your outfield. Desmond, Escobar, left side. Rendon, Robinson, right side. And Wilson, Ramos behind the plate.
And Clint Robinson made a fantastic play at first base last night that helped keep the Nats on top. The batter before Machado hit the home run. Here's Steve Pearce, who's had a nice series with 3 hits, a homer, 3 RBIs. Facing a Roark for the first time. The Mets play tonight. Steven Matz against Josh Smith. 7-10 ball game at Cincinnati. The Nats would have to win today to get it to 6 and then hope for help tonight. Pearce on a 5-game hitting streak, 7 hits, 3 home runs. Offense not the Orioles' problem this year. 4th in the league in home runs and in the top half of the American League in runs scored, but a 4.05 staff ERA has hurt them. They've pitched well in this series. Machado 17 steals in 24 attempts. He got a big jump. Right on target with the throw. Wilson Ramos guns down Machado on a brilliant throw. He's now 15 for 43 this year, around 35%.
Yeah, quick release by Wilson Ramos, right on the money. And a perfect tag by Anthony Rendon. Probably could have got a better jump, but a good tag by Rendon right on the elbow of Manny Machado. Gets him by a step. Nice throw.
3-1 pitch and a walk. That'll bring in Matt Wieters, the number 5 hitter. Wieters started the ball game last night, had a base hit and 4 trips. And from the left side, hitting .237, .247 overall. Big time curveball from Tanner Roark to get the count even, 1-1.
And the off speed has been consistent from Tanner, I think, all season long. It's just been the elevated fastball and the run back fastball, the lefties, that's been hit and miss. That was a good one right there. Now watch him start this off the plate in and run it right to a corner. Perfect pitch.
And a block by Wilson Ramos.
He's got confidence in that front hip fastball. He might try it again right here in a 2-2 count.
And Wieters reaching out to foul one.
Kind of a sparse crowd here today in the makeup game, and you could hear, and I think it was Clint Robinson at first base yelling heads up on that line drive to fans on the first baseline. You usually can't hear players telling fans heads up.
Two-two pitch. Had him reaching. Escobar over to his left. And that'll do it for the Orioles in the top of the first. But a Parra double, a Machado single puts them on top. September baseball afternoon at Nationals Park. The Nats 6th in the league in hitting, 3rd in runs and in home runs. Wilson Ramos. How about that? For guys behind the plate, swinging the bat, most RBIs with 65. There are some other guys like Jonathan Lucroy, who will move around, play a little first base here and there, other positions. Buster Posey will play some first base, but as far as catchers go, he's the guy. The Nats' middle of the lineup needs to produce, and this is a rookie. He's a former UVA guy, Virginia native, Tyler Wilson.
Coming off his 3rd major league start at Tampa on the 18th 6-3 loss. Gave up 6 runs on 8 hits over 4 1/3 through 68 pitches, 40 for strikes. Not overpowering, you guys. His fastball is 88-91. Slider, curveball change to go with it. A guy that's a sneaky fast. When you watch video of him, he'll throw the ball 90, but it has a tendency to jump late, and hitters sometimes tardy, but he definitely has to pitch to a corner to be successful.
Anthony Rendon leads off.
A little natural cut to his fastball as well. Both pitchers today working fast, getting it and going.
Rendon at 275, 1 for 7 in the series. This one out to the shortstop, J.J. Hardy.
Set the D for the Orioles. Pierce, Parra, Flaherty the outfield. Hardy, Machado left side. Scope, Davis right side. And Matt Wieters doing the catching.
From Midlothian, Virginia is Tyler Wilson, 25 years of age.
Where?
Midlothian, just
all right,
straight south of here, a couple hours.
Middle part of the state?
A little east, Middle East.
That's far away then.
Middle East Virginia, not that far away. Hitters would call it Middle Inn. 1-0 to Escobar. He's got 2 hits, a walk, and RBI in this set. 48 multi-hit games on the year. Escobar checks in with 165 hits, 8th most in the league. And today, Ed Hickox does not like the inside edge for strikes. Neither pitcher has gotten that.
Got the Gazoo helmet going. Check that out. Remember the great Gazoo from the Flintstones? There he is.
'91 by a good fastball hitter.
Told you, sneaky fast. Got a pretty quick arm motion, works fast. Got a lot of the same mannerisms as Casey Jansen. Rocking out there, moving his feet around.
And a 3-2 pitch with 1 out. Escobar to the left side. Perfect top spin. Perfect placement, enough to get it through. And Escobar now tied with Bryce Harper with 166 hits.
Well, there goes the no-hitter. Yunel Escobar, professional hitter / hit collector. And he finds ways to get hits. Look at this one. Perfectly placed right between 2 infielders. The first hit of the day, I should say, for the Nats. It's a day game or a night game? These 4 o'clock starts always confuse me. What are they?
I think technically it's still daytime, but it'll be twilight by the time this one's done. Shadows creeping.
But if today my stats go on a day game stat or a night game?
I think this would be a day game.
Okay.
I see sun.
Yeah, hits 250 in day games. Well, what's today?
There aren't too many guys who hit 250 at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Most of them hit about 150.
Because of the shadow.
It is a tough time of the day to hack. And with Bryce stepping in, it's now 2-0. As I mentioned, the middle of the order struggling, but Bryce has been on base 5 times via the walk. I mean, the Orioles not only circled him, they highlighted the circle, then they drew a line through it. And whatever they could do to get across to their guys, Bryce Harper is not going to beat us in this series. Maybe today he'll get a chance. And that ball got Bryce in the foot. That got him, says Ed Hickox.
Or did it? Lipping around pretty good. I'm going to say, yeah, I got him. There's a cut fastball from Wilson that kind of chased Bryce Harper. Started down the middle, cut in, and I think he hit it right off his foot. There was a time this year, though, when he did this and it didn't hit him.
Saw a lot of dirt fly up. Looked like it might have nicked the instep. Only Bryce knows. Counts 2-1. But the Nats have had a pattern of falling behind early in almost every game of this homestand. They've had to battle uphill for a week.
He might have rolled his ankle after the swing, and that's maybe why it was limp, because this didn't hit him square, if it hit him at all. But maybe right there you see that funny twist of his knee, maybe, and the ankle. All kinds of stuff going on there after the ball. Look at that funny angle that his foot is at. That's why he limped around, not because of where the ball, air quotes, hit him.
Three-two pitch, runner aboard, shift on, and Harper takes it up and away, and now the Orioles have walked him 6 times in 3 games.
He's a walking machine.
One more walk, and the strikeouts and walks will be the same number. That's number 121.
Steve Austin and the bionic eye of Bryce Harper.
He trails a guy who will be here Monday who never swings, Joey Votto. 137 walks for Joey Votto this year. Jason Worth hungry for his first base hit in this series. That's a double play ball. Orioles no trouble turning a 6-4-3. So the Nats get a base hit, a walk, strand a runner, 1-0 Baltimore after 1 inning of the matinee.
Center, Souza. He's got it! He's got it! It's a no-hitter for Jordan Zimmerman!
That last shot of Jordan was my screensaver for about 2 months after the season. Come out to Nats Park on Friday, September 25th. Nats take on the Phillies, 7:05 start. First 25,000 fans, you get a Jordan Zimmerman bobblehead commemorating that no-hitter you just saw. Visit Nationals.com to purchase your tickets today. And I think they should have found a way to have your call on their partner where you press a button on the bobblehead and you hear what you just said, because you hit it out of the ballpark with that one. And Jordan Zimmerman, the first career no-hitter for the Washington Nationals, a day we will all never forget.
That was amazing. 2 starters left on the field. Ramos and his battery mate, Jordan Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Everybody else, September call-ups and extra guys. And they all got to be a part of history. Little did we know that halfway through the following season, Max Scherzer would spin another one for the Nats. 1-2 to Jonathan Scopes, second inning underway. He's reaching, hits it out to left center. Worth, he's got it. 1 out.
Well, my money's on number 37 to throw the 3rd no-hitter in Nationals history. We'll see how that one goes. And it could be this year. The way he's pitching right now, who knows? It's his next start against the Phillies.
That would be amazing, and Steven throwing the ball extremely well right now. He'll pitch Saturday against the Phillies. Jordan Zimmerman tomorrow night. And this ball out to center from Ryan Flaherty. Taylor, 2 outs. STG has all kinds of variations for us as we go inside. Some numbers, what the Mets do and what the Nats must do based on New York's final 7 games.
Yeah, to get it to 3 games by the time the Nats get to New York, make up that 3.5 games right now.
There's J.J. Hardy and Tanner Roark suddenly on the attack in the strike zone.
It didn't have if the Mets go 0-7 on there. The Nats would have to go 500.
That ball hit hard, and Desmond knew it was too tall to even try a jump. J.J. Hardy 3 for 8 in the series with that base hit. That'll turn the lineup over and get it down to Tyler Wilson. Midlothian, Virginia, a suburb of Richmond down on the James River, and considered a baseball hotbed. Tyler played a lot of youth baseball down there, and a lot of kids do. Some of the travel teams from this area end up down there on weekends. And he hacks one out to center. Here comes Taylor. Michael got a great read on that and picked it off in the short gap. Orioles have 3 hits. It remains 1-0.
Big story coming out of last night's game was Jonathan Papelbon hitting Manny Machado and getting ejected after that incident. But talking to players around the clubhouse today, and Matt Williams, they said that something that they're really taking out of the last couple days is that they missed out on opportunities to take advantage of the Mets continuing to slide as they go down the stretch. The Mets dropped both of the last 2 days to Atlanta, and a couple players said we really missed a chance there. 2 games that we could have crept up on them. Instead, the Nationals remain 6.5 games back, and obviously the Papelbon Machado incident, something that a lot of people around the league were talking about, a lot of people around the area were talking about, but the Nats are still thinking playoff picture. They know they missed a chance the last couple days to eat into that Mets lead.
That's still 6.5 ball games. When you're talking cars, by the way, you're talking Coons and Dan Kolko with our Coons.com sideline report. Clint Robinson, strike 1.
Well, if you want to send a message that you don't like somebody watching a home run, that's part of baseball, but you never want to see it up around somebody's head. And you remember, I think it was 2013 maybe, when that whole Braves thing happened and nobody got hit for the Braves after Bryce got hit a few times.
A few times, yeah.
And Jonathan Papelbon maybe showing his teammates what a good teammate he is by sticking up for a Cy Young Award winner that maybe felt like he was showing up on a home run. I can see both sides, though. I'll tell you that. If you're Manny Machado, you don't want it up around your head.
Yeah, we've seen on occasion, like I think it was Justin Upton that year. He took one in the hip from Steven Strasburg, ran to first base. Everybody knew what happened. But up around the head's a whole different story, and obviously concern goes way beyond brushing a guy back there.
But my biggest issue with that whole thing last night, if Mark Ripperger felt like there was intent, he should have issued a warning after the first pitch, which to me was a lot more dangerous than the one that hit Machado. So then you issue a warning. If you are that cognizant of what's going on around you and you have a grasp of the situation, you should have realized on the first pitch that something was fishy and issued warnings.
Well, guy in his first full year in the big leagues as an umpire. You know, umpires learn from these situations too, and they get a little more comfortable as time goes on handling those. Clint Robinson, well hit out to center. Gerardo Parra, that ball started slicing toward the gap a little bit on him. 1 out, second inning, back to last night.
So the first pitch was up around the chin. And then a slider away, which you didn't see, and then the fastball up and in, and nobody ever charges the mound anymore. And it's just the way baseball is. I can't remember the last time I've seen a player go get somebody when they felt like they were thrown at on purpose.
Ian Desmond, the Nats' number 6 hitter. Ian Desmond and Michael A. Taylor, along with Escobar, came into this game with the most hits in the series by any Nat. 2. Escobar's added 1 today. And with that out, via Machado, Ian Desmond 2 for 8.
And the whole question about, is it a true rivalry now because somebody got drilled? No. You don't make a rivalry because guys start hitting people. You make a rivalry because both teams are good and they play great games, and that's been the case in this series for the last few years, in my opinion. So you have a regional rivalry because two teams are good and they play really tough games against one each other, very competitive games. I think that rivalry because you drill somebody is for the fans, not for the players. The players respect each other. They know they both have good teams and good organizations, and they play hard-fought games. That's a rivalry. It's also hard to have a rivalry when you play each other 6 times a year. It's different if you're in a division where you play each other 19 times a season.
Yeah, and you're pretty sick of each other by September. 0-2. Yeah, it's hard to be mad at the Padres.
Right. Or even the Orioles that you play 6 times. You don't really know each other all that well.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Taylor, and he will rip his 3rd base hit of the series right up the middle. So Michael's been on base 4 times against the O's. That'll get Wilson Ramos up in the number 8 spot with 2 outs.
So 5 of the 6 balls that have been put in play by the Nats so far have been hit hard. And Michael Taylor with a nice short compact swing going right back up the middle. Look at the abbreviated swing. Just kind of cuts it off.
If he masters that,
he will.
There is no telling what he can accomplish. Because he can still turn and burn. So here's Ramos, 1 for 4. RBI last night with a 5th inning double. Taylor 16 for 19. Swiped a bag here last night.
You know, Michael Taylor likes to go early, and that's the book on him. He'll try to steal in the first couple of pitches, but it's going to be fun to watch the maturation process of Taylor as a base stealer when he starts knowing the league, knowing pitchers, what pitchers are going to do to the hitter in the box, when can I steal on an off-speed pitch, getting into counts. Once he masters all of that, the sky's the limit for how many bases he can steal. Right now, he's just stealing on pure speed and adrenaline. I'm going on the first pitch. I'm going to outrun you. But when he starts to go on a 1-2 pitch because he thinks it's going to be a curveball, or he's got a good first ball fastball hitter in the box and he knows he's not going to get a fastball, it's going to be an off-speed pitch, and he goes on that, I mean, that's when it's going to start to be the 40, 50, 60 steal if he stays healthy for a whole season number. Once he masters all that stuff that goes with it, it's going to be fun to watch. And then the true value, in my opinion, of a stolen base is in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning when the whole ballpark, both clubs know you're going, and you still can steal the base in a close game. That's when a stolen base has true value. And he's a guy that can do that.
Tyler Wilson occupied with the runner here. His first inning, 16 pitches, 9 strikes, a base hit, a walk, but he got that double play ball early in the count on Jason Worth. Robinson hit a ball hard in this inning. Taylor has a hard hit base hit. Desmond ground ball wasn't exactly a slow roller. So the Nats have had some hacks early. Taylor running. A chopper by Ramos. His only chance if it gets by Wilson. He got it. Made a low throw. Scooped out by Davis. And the Nats will strand their second runner of the day. So after 2, O's 1-0. Years ago, Willie Harris, and he hit a bomb in this ballpark out to right center. Got away from Nate McLouth out there, and Willie Harris came all the way around with an inside the park home run. His 10th homer of the year. The Nats would beat Tim Hudson and the Braves 8-3 that night as Willie Harris went deep.
Was that backing up the outfielder optional night?
And that was Matt Diaz in left. Didn't get over there. By the way, that's brought to you by University of Maryland, University College. Kind of weird that night for the Braves. 2 future Nats played center field. Nate McLouth and Rick Ankiel. 5 years ago, Willie Harris. Tell you, he was one of the guys who played as hard as anybody over the history of this ball club. He got after it. Gerardo Parra, top of the third, top of the order. And a double over the head of Michael A. Taylor, first time up. This one pulled on the ground, and Anthony Rendon is right there. Tanner Roark has retired. 5 of the last 6. Pitching pairings all set up for the Phillies series now. Jordan Zimmerman, Jared Eichhoff tomorrow night. Saturday, 4 o'clock game. Shadows and Strasburg against Aaron Nola. Gio and Aaron Harang at 1:30. FP's already looking forward to Saturday, folks. There is no game tomorrow night.
I just hit the cough button and said, oh, Shadows and Strasburg and the Phillies. We'll see.
And then it's off to Atlanta. Shadows and Strasburg and Sun Oh My. Manny Machado gashed one to the left of Ian Desmond, first time up for his 78th RBI. We've seen what can happen when this guy gets locked in. That's pitched him really well up in Baltimore. Big curveball of beauty. In that 3-game series up there, Manny Machado went 2 for 10. Nats did pitch around him at times. They walked him 3 times in that series. And here in D.C., he has 3 hits and 3 RBIs. Target in, way in, and low. Breaking ball missed. Tanner Roark thought he had thrown a pretty good pitch. That's his second walk of the day.
Yoga in the outfield returns to Nats Park Sunday, September 27th. Nats take on the Phillies, 1:35 start. Special ticket purchase. Fans will receive a limited edition Nationals yoga mat. Enjoy a post-game yoga session on the outfield grass. Visit nationals.com/downwarddog to purchase your tickets today. Or yoga. Tried it once, didn't like it.
When you get a little older, you'll like it.
Never liked stretching as a player. Never liked stretching in a yoga class. It didn't relax me. It just made me sore. But a lot of people love it.
So how many times did you go?
Once.
Okay. There's your answer.
One and done, baby. That was enough.
Some of us who've let our wives drag us to those things, if you can stick with it for about 3 or 4 weeks, then you start seeing some things.
All right.
It's pretty good.
It's a long time.
Well, it's about 3 times a week.
That's like forever. The one class was forever.
1-0 to Davis. I stay away from the people who bring their own space heaters. That's a little much for me.
I don't want to see you sweat. I don't want to touch my toes. I don't care.
Chris Davis, a fly ball to center first time. Machado already caught stealing once today. And Davis will hack one out to right field. Sun field this time of the day. Bryce Harper battled the Sun and made the grab for the second out.
One of my best friends in baseball, Tim Laker. He actually played for the Orioles for a short period.
Yeah, I remember him.
One spring training, he would call me every week, say, I'm into yoga, I'm taking yoga. It's the greatest thing ever. And he had trouble with being flexible his whole career. He said, I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm taking yoga once a week, twice a week.
Does this story not have a good ending to it?
He blew both hamstrings in spring training.
I had a feeling this did not have a good ending.
Not one, but 2. So, yeah, how'd that yoga work for you? Well, there's players that do it now and swear by it. Just didn't work for him.
Steve Pearce walked his first time. Pierce on a 5-game hitting streak with 7 base hits, 3 of them home runs. Tanner, great pitch, had him reaching right there, and Desmond, the short way to Rendon. Tanner Roark on his game now. Hey, when he starts, he gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
It's time for you to tweet your strongest fan photo using hashtag #NatsCouchCam, and you just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast that's brought to you by T-Mobile. Only a few of those left, folks, so snap away.
Bottom of the 3rd, Tanner Roark. 4 hits this year, a couple of sacrifice bunts. A 160 career hitter with 1 batted in.
Here, does this count as our couch? Look, I'm taking a selfie of us right now, and I'm going hashtag that's couch camp. See if we can get on TV. I'm doing it.
If we had a couch up here, we'd be able to see nothing but the sky. Roark to the left side, off the glove of Machado, cutting it off in front of J.J. Hardy. Not a simple play. We'll see how they score it.
Kind of an in-between hop. I haven't mentioned it the whole series. This infield's been playing harder than usual. And you see that ball kind of shoot on Manny Machado. He went far to his left. I'm giving that a hit if I'm the scorekeeper, but I give everything a hit. What do you got?
And I always say they shouldn't look at it in Exmo.
Nope.
Before making their call.
Should be outlawed. By the way, you look way better than I do in this picture. I'm tweeting it right now.
Base hit.
Thank you.
Anthony Rendon pulled the ball to short first time. So that one under his hands. He laid off 1 ball, 1 strike. Great take. Over but low. 2-1. Mercedes-Benz will track it.
Yeah, tease the strike zone for a minute, but obviously low. Now he's looking for something he can drive. Do some damage here with Tanner Roark on first.
Chris Davis playing in front of the base runner, Roark. Anthony Rendon takes a 90 heater right in there. So it's 1-3-0 O's, 0-3-0 Nats, trying to come from behind for the 6th game on this 7-game homestand so far. It's been a good at bat for Anthony. 3-2.
Tanner Roark pretty athletic. I don't know if Matt Williams will start him here in a 3-2 count. Contact guy up. Looks like you have a strike thrower on the mound. Guy that likes to hit behind the runner. Let's see. Not even holding him on.
And a 3-2, swing and a miss, and an off-speed pitch in the dirt. First strikeout for Tyler Wilson today.
American Standard, who's hot, who's not? Yunel Escobar. Since August 18th, check out the batting average, on base percentage, walks, RBI, runs. Stay hot. Yunel Escobar.
Celebrate the season with the American Standard All-Star Sales event. Visit MidAtlanticComfort.com for amazing rebate and financing opportunities. So the Nats 3-3 on this homestand, battling from behind in every game but one. 3 more after today, with the Phillies coming in. And actually tack on one with the Reds Monday.
Tyler Wilson showing pretty good command with that cutter away to right-handers. Kind of teasing that outside third and running it off the plate away.
Escobar takes a strike, and it's 1-2. With that base hit 2 innings ago, he's hit safely 21 of his last 24 games, and the batting average between, well, right up almost to 420 during that time. It's been impressive. He's also drawn 12 walks.
Just a grinder. I mean, every single pitch, every at-bat, doesn't matter what the score is. Doesn't give at-bats away, but he doesn't take one pitch off. It seems like he hasn't all season. He's going to fight you.
And a 1-2. That ball really hit hard, right at Gerardo Parra. Nats have been unlucky. Robinson had one like that last inning. Here comes Bryce. He walked his first time up. STG takes us inside some slugging numbers. So slugging percentage when they get the Express, Harper and Chris Davis. And what you're looking at there is the equivalent of being that's more total bases than at bats, is what the 1 point and then take it from there number means.
It means fastballs in the seats.
Yeah. So he got an 80 slider there to start. A couple of days ago, Bryce had a 1,000 slugging percentage for the entire month of September, with 62 total bases and 62 at bats.
Where's she at? Because if she's behind home plate, that's no good. All right.
Okay, scoreboard, we're good.
All right.
Be ready to put down the sign and pick up a glove.
Or duck.
One pitch, target in. Bryce takes it low.
Question is, can Bryce Harper keep that Tyler Wilson cutter fair if he gets one on the inner half? Ball's moving toward him. Really a fight to get your hands inside the baseball to keep that pitch in fair territory if you're going to hit it far. They're going in there.
Everybody okay? Ed Hickox might have taken this one.
You see the cut fastball, just a little subtle movement from the middle of the plate to the inside corner.
Two count with 2 outs. Harper, there he is out ahead.
You just can't keep it fair. I mean, it's so hard. And that was supposed to be away. You saw Matt Weeder set up on the outer half of the plate. That cutter cut all the way across to the inside part of the plate, but just hard to keep fair. He's on it. You can't get in on Bryce Harper. You really can't. I mean, the best way to get in on him is what you just saw. A bullet into the stands over his own dugout. It's so quick in there.
And a 2-2 busted bat. The bat went right over Jason Worth's head into the screen over by the camera. And Jason still down to a knee. Bryce Harper retired in the 3rd. The Nats have stranded a base runner every inning.
You get season tickets for free. I mean, that's a good deal, right? Purchase or renew your 2016 Nats Plus membership by October 5th for your chance to swing for the seats. Some rules and restrictions apply, like you can't cork your bat. Visit nationals.com/swing for more information. Visit nationals.com/Nats Plus to purchase or renew your season plan today. Swing for your head is what almost happened to Jason Worth right there. Watch Bryce Harper's bat go flying right over the head of Jason Worth and then almost ricochet off the screen as you see the camera shake when the bat hits the screen. And get him on the ricochet. Jason Worth just saw his life flash in front of his eyes.
Here's Matt Wieters, top of the 4th. In a row, Arquez retired. 7 of the last 9 Orioles. Wieters in the last 2 games, 1 for 5. That ball hit hard to right, and Bryce Harper has to play it on a hop. Orioles have their 4th base hit. Jonathan Schoop next. Schoop against Tanner Roark, 1 for 2. Career with a home run.
And Jonathan had trouble figuring out Max Scherzer last night, striking out 3 times against them.
And Schoop hits one a long way to center, and Michael A. Taylor can only watch it. He hit the walk-off homer against Tanner Roark Friday, July 10th, and he goes 2-run shot right here to put the Orioles on top 3-0. That breaks a personal 0 for 15 for him. He was 0 for 9 in this series.
'15th home run, 39th RBI on a fastball that tailed back. Maybe got a little too much plate. Schoop on it. Actually, when you look at the pitch track, it was a pretty good pitch away. He just dove out there and pulled it to center field. Barreled it up, ball flying. 3-0 O's.
Orioles about homered the Nats in this series, 4-0.
It was the run back fastball that he started away. Came back right onto his barrel. Good extension, good follow through. Nice swing.
Ryan Flaherty, fly ball to center, his first time. Well, 10 pitches already this inning. Tanner looking for his first out here in the 4th. In this ballpark, the breeze does different things in different places. The flag's on top of the scoreboard coming straight in. He hit that ball straight away center where there's an opening between the red porch and the scoreboard. And I mean, he really tagged that thing if that breeze is coming in from out there. 3-2 pitch. Tanner Roark goes soft and gets the strikeout. That's his first of the day.
Yeah, 3-2 changeup, 83 miles an hour. And Ryan Flaherty convinced it was a fastball. Good pitch by Roark.
J.J. Hardy next, and he had a clean base hit to left back in the 2nd. And Bryce Harper will move back for this one. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Tyler Wilson, who hit the ball very hard first time up, and Michael A. Taylor came racing in to take a hit away from him.
I always say with young pitchers, they haven't forgotten how to hit yet because they're so young. You know, you kind of had a feeling he had an idea up there first time before he even swung.
And by the way, just maybe a preview of things to come in his starts this year, small sample size. He's been really good first time or two around the order. and then he's been absolutely hammered after the 4th inning. 2.25 ERA first 4 innings of his starts, 10.50 after that. He's got 4, 5, and 6 coming up when he retakes the mound. And a 1-1 pitch from Roark outside. Long first inning with a couple of hits and a walk. And that one right into Tanner Roark's mitt. Wow, hot shot. 2 great swings by Tyler Wilson today, and he has nothing to show for it. Jason Worth was ducking the last time we saw him with a bat. Hopefully about to do some 4th inning damage. Hand, right?
Yeah, you'd think. Oh, my goodness. It's a rabid raccoon. Look at that. Just takes a chunk out of Abe's face, and now Abe has rabies.
Wow.
Or at least has to get a bunch of shots.
And you know who's going to win because of the raccoon?
Yeah.
His buddy Cal, who saved his life.
Yeah, Calvin Coolidge and his Thanksgiving dinner across the finish line together.
Wow.
Yeah, right? He used to eat raccoons for Thanksgiving is the story. That's why they're together.
That's an old raccoon.
Yeah, what kind of stuffing would you feature with a raccoon? Like garbage?
Pretty sure stovetop wasn't around at that point.
They're always in the garbage.
Jason Worth took a strike. Bottom of the 4th underway. Two-hopper to the shortstop. J.J. Hardy and the Orioles have retired Jason Worth 10 straight times in this series. Clint Robinson hunting his first base hit. He's 0 for 9. Hit it hard first time up, and he'll step in. on the edge. 1-2. Nats last base runner, the Tanner Roark infield hit last inning. Just missed. Good eye and a good at bat by Clint Robinson. So 1 on, 1 out, and Dan, we say a reluctant farewell this season at least to another Dan.
That's right, Bob. Danny Espinosa will be probably done for the season unless the Nationals make the postseason. Slight tear in his hamstring, Matt Williams announced today. And if you remember back to spring training, Espinosa was considering giving up hitting from the left side of the plate. Ended up hitting 10 homers, 28 extra base hits from the left side this year, OPS over 700. Played 5 different defensive positions for the Nationals this year, including 3 that he'd never played before. A really nice comeback year for Espinosa. Disappointing it has to end this way.
Absolutely. Guy who did everything this ball club asked him to do this year and did it well.
Still, if you ask him, he thinks of himself as an everyday shortstop or second baseman, but I think he added so much value to him as a player by what he did selflessly this year. Hey, remember in Milwaukee they said, hey, play first base. I don't even think there was batting practice that day. It was a day game after a night game. He played first base. He did a great job. Played third base, played second, played short, played left field. Hit wherever in the order.
Yeah.
Put the ball in play a lot. I mean, he just gave you grit. And he gave you energy on a daily basis. And you see the positions on the bottom and the numbers on top. I think more than all those things we just talked about, they won when he was in the lineup.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing you could say about any player. He's a winning player.
Phone just rang in the Nats bullpen as Ian Desmond takes strike 2.
And he shaved right before the game.
Had a career high 5 hits. June 16th at Tampa Bay. Swing and a miss. Ian Desmond gone. 2 outs here in the 4th. Nats still trying to figure out Tyler Wilson. Nissan will track it.
Yeah, cutter right here, 90 miles an hour. Ian Desmond just pulls off of it. Head comes out. I mean, had a lot of plate too, right down the middle.
Taylor hit the ball hard first time. Hot shot up the middle for a base hit. And in this series, he's 3 for 8 with a walk. So the batting average at .236. Joe Ross answered the call of Matt Lecroy out there after the bullpen phone rang. And Michael A. Taylor will not be able to keep it alive for Ramos to get it down to the pitcher's spot in the order. 3-0 Baltimore. report. Eric Fetty this year, couple of levels of A ball. So 14 starts at Auburn and Hagerstown. Pretty good opponent's batting average. And a former Mountain West Pitcher of the Year for the Runnin' Rebels of UNLV. Matt Williams, alma mater. First pitch, top of the 5th inning for Tanner Roark. The fact that the bullpen was working a moment ago indicates this inning would probably be it for him. Parra, Machado, and Davis. Tanner started the inning with 67 pitches, 40 strikes.
Well, you think the Nats had Joe Ross jump up just in case it got to the pitcher spot. Wilson Ramos was on deck, and a couple of base hits. Go for a pinch hitter right there, and Roark's day would have been done. Can we get the hit speed on foul balls? There's been some screamers in the stands today.
Want to pitch up. Parra, who doubled in the first inning, trying to jump all over it.
Parra might be in swing mode right now, meaning that he's trying to protect, but he's swinging at every pitch with 2 strikes. This is where you can really try to expand if you're Tanner Roark.
That one was breaking in on him, and Rendon, a nifty pick to his left. Good range, good hands, 1 out.
Be sure to catch the Nats as they conclude a 3-game set against the Phillies Sunday, September 27th, 1:35 start. First 25,000 fans get those red gloves you just saw, Nationals gloves. That's presented by Coca-Cola. Go to nationals.com to purchase your ticket today.
There's Manny Machado, who now has been on base 4 plate appearances in a row. Homer hit by a pitch last night. RBI single, walk today. Orioles are heading to Boston from here. They are 4 games out of the wild card. 2.5 back of the Angels, 3 back of the Twins, 4 back of the Yankees and Astros. Did it go? Alan Porter says no swing, 2 balls, 1 strike.
I want to see the mother of all playoffs in the American League wild card. Just the one that has everybody playing, you know, a big tie is what I'm talking about. A pile up in the wild card, if you will.
Well, that would probably keep a division winner from playing until about the following Sunday, if that would happen. It's already bad enough that some teams that win their divisions have to wait till Friday. Thursday or Friday, like the Nats have had to do. And here's the wild card race, and there's a possibility of Baltimore and Cleveland jumping back in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way tie for the second one is what I want to see. And A plays B, and C plays D, and D plays Z, and A plays Z, and you know what I'm saying. And then the playoffs start in November. In the snow. Could happen.
Well, that's one of the reasons that division winners get stalled often playing their first game, because baseball has to allow for possible playoff games on Monday just to decide division winners or wild cards. Oh, 2 pitch. Chris Davis stood straight up by that fastball. He's hit a fly ball to center and one to right today. In the series, 2 for 9. An RBI, 2 walks. Way inside again. He hooks that one into right field, right into the shift. Long throw for Rendon. Chris Davis was smelling a hit, but Anthony, who had a good defensive inning, threw him out. 1-2-3 for Roark. First time today.
Well, it's time for your T-Mobile Data Strong fan photo of the game. And it's Cindy Martinez. All right, Cindy. I mean, it's not us, but that's okay. It's Cindy, and I am saying that Cindy Carp could strike you out.
I think she's got her changeup grip going, and that would be enough to get it done.
Yeah, it's 3-pitch Cia is what I'm calling. She looks like she's got a good arm.
Wilson Ramos up and hacking bottom of the 5th. Bouncing ball back to the pitcher ended a 1-on-2 out opportunity in the second inning. The Nats have had 3 hits. Trey Turner will bat for Tanner Roark in a moment. Well hit by Ramos up the middle. And Wilson Ramos in the series, 2 for 6.
Well, I've said it many times this year. It's so important when you have a rookie out there, especially a guy in his 4th major league start, coming off an outing where he gave up 6 runs, to get him early. Don't let him settle into a ball game. Don't let his confidence build out there and say, you know what, my stuff is playing. I'm having a good day. I got these guys. I mean, you jump on a young kid that's coming off a rough outing early, he is not going to last long. But you can see Tyler Wilson's confidence growing as this game goes.
Yeah, and as we mentioned earlier, this is the time of the game when sometimes it's been turned around on him.
Yeah.
So we shall see. Here's Trey Turner, gets his first appearance of the series. He takes it inside. I'd love to see him hit a gapper and chase Wilson Ramos around the bases.
Well, he'd catch Wilson.
On a pitch that was cutting outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Started this inning at 69 pitches, 46 strikes. So 2 out of every 3 have been in the zone. Turner down the left field line. Wilson Ramos rumbling over toward third. Turner will easily make it to second, and the Nats get something going here. Bottom of the order in the 5th inning.
Good call, Carb. And a nice swing by Trey Turner. The more you see Trey Turner, what's not to like? And we've seen him make some nifty plays at second base. He can steal a base. And when given the opportunity, puts the ball in play, finds hits. And this time he pulls one down the left field line for a double. And exactly what you called, Carp. Wilson Ramos running about on the bases and Trey Turner chasing him.
Chasing him. That was Trey's first big league extra base hit. He's now a .250 hitter, 4 for 16. Here's Anthony Rendon, who has grounded out and struck out. And he will jack one high in the air to deep right center. Parra going back, and it is caught at the end of the scoreboard. Ramos scores. Turner tried to get back to tag. And Anthony Rendon almost got the Nats a couple off the board out there. That'll be his 25th RBI.
Nice swing by Anthony Rendon. And you're wondering, what's this ball going to carry out of there? And an inside-out swing, trying to get both jobs done. And Trey Turner got caught in the middle. And this is a ball that you would have loved for him to be on third with nobody out. But he saw Parr going back to the wall. He got caught in between, and he stayed at second base. Rule of thumb is you have to be close enough to the bag on that play to get to third. Anthony Rendon should have gotten both jobs done right there, and you're looking at a 3-2 game.
Escobar has hit it hard twice. Clean single to left and a hard line drive to center. Front door, ball one. Escobar has another base hit. Here comes Turner. He is flying home. Cut off, no contest. 3-2 now. Turner the burner. That guy is something else on the bases.
You know Escobar's a hit machine. My goodness. I mean, if you look at his bat, there is no mark on Yunel Escobar's bat that is not right on the barrel. Man, a lot of guys will have ball marks on the label, off the end, and every time Yunel Escobar comes up, it seems like his bat and the ball and the barrel all meet at once. And watch Trey go. He's sliding so fast. When he popped up, he was almost in the Nats dugout. That was fun to watch him run.
Well, here goes Wilson having 5th inning problems again. His ERA this year, and only 4th start now. Beyond the 4th inning, 10.50, and he's got to deal with Bryce Harper here. With a runner at first, nobody out. Actually, 1 out, the sac fly, in the 5th inning of a 1-run game. So things have changed dramatically, and the Orioles have their bullpen working. Mike Wright. Harper a walk and a ground ball out. Manny Machado at the shortstop position on the shift.
But did you just see, I mean, for those of you watching at home, how energy adds, how speed adds energy to a ball game?
Great call, yeah.
I mean, Trey Turner comes in, slaps a double to left, the crowd's into it, he scores on a single, the crowd's watching him run. So many times speed equals energy. It just gets everybody going.
Bryce takes one in there on 2-0. And Trey Turner's the kind of guy, he can score on a hard hit base hit right at an outfielder, which that was. I mean, Pierce got to that ball in a hurry. Ball 3.
Let's see if Bryce gets a mistake right here in a 3-1 count. Something he can drive.
Jason Worth waiting. Nats have now out-hit the O's 6-5 with 3 of them here in the 5th. Harper will pop it up left side. Over by the dugout.
Frustrated right now. He got a pretty good pitch. Fouled it off.
Harper speared by the pitcher, and that's to J.J. Hardy for a 1-6-3 double play. Nats hitting the ball hard in the 5th inning. They pick up 2 to change the complexion of this game.
You're at 3-2 Orioles as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Jonathan Scope, 2-run tater. Yunel Escobar doing what he always does, a couple of hits. And Tanner Roark keeping his ball club in the game, and he passes the ball along to Joe Ross to start the 6th.
Steve Pierce to lead off, and then Matt Wieters, Jonathan Scope. Joe Ross has only faced 2 guys on the Orioles, and they were with other ball clubs. Junior Lake with the Cubs and Parra with the Brewers. Pierce 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground ball to short. Joe Ross last appearance 4 days ago against Miami, came in and pitched a 1-2-3 9th inning with 3 ground balls to finish off a Nats blowout of the Fish 13-3. And he gets a high strike there.
Fastball's average 93 from Joe Ross this year. Slider 84. Occasional changeup at 87.
Little comebacker. And Ross to Robinson for the first out, 6th inning. Orioles box score. First inning, Parr, a leadoff double. Machado immediately singled him home. And then in the 4th, a Wieters base hit, and then Jonathan Schoop to the batter's eye turf in center field. Tanner Roark did retire his last 6 hitters, and now Ross is first. Here's Wieters. Three 3-0.
You know, you just said that off the top of your head, and you said it the other night, but Turner the Burner has to stick. I mean, that's just a classic. It's like Benny the Jet Rodriguez. I mean, it has to stick. I could see endorsements. I could see posters with flames flying behind the guy. I mean, if he hopefully sticks next year and plays up here. Maybe he's been called that before, but I just think that's got to stick, Carp. That's a good job. Turner the Burner.
I think he and I should have a discussion about that. Yeah. Line drive to left. Jason Worth on a ball hit really hard that was tailing away from him. 2 outs. And here's the Schoop blast. The difference in this 3-2 game.
Yeah, 3-0 green light for Jonathan Schoop. He got a fastball away and was all over it. Kind of dove out there, sitting on it, pulled it to the putt-putt course, where you get a free game in the 18th hole.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a good high five.
Yeah, that one would have knocked down the windmill or punched out the clown.
That was in the clown's mouth.
Swing and a miss and a breaking ball away. And Joe Ross gets that slider working. He's really tough. And then Schoop gets one to left, but he didn't get it on the sweet spot. Ross had enough movement to get him right around the trademark for a 1-2-3 6th inning. Can you feel the momentum changing at Nationals Park? On Masson, brought to you by Land Rover, above and beyond. That's right where the water taxi pulls up over there from Alexandria, first base side at Nationals Park. For the Nats in the bottom of the sixth, Jason Worth, Clint Robinson, Ian Desmond.
But do they have water Uber? I don't think so.
I'm up by the Key Bridge. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Yep.
You're where?
You just gave somebody an idea.
Water Uber?
Water Uber.
Well, run with that. See how that goes. Maybe in Venice.
Swing a foul tip, 1-2. And Worth takes it up and away for the rookie Tyler Wilson.
They have enough trouble finding me on first and M. There's no way they're going to find me in the middle of the ocean.
If you're in the middle of the ocean with no boat, I can't help you either. How to play off the bat of Worth to the right side. Nats box. All the scoring last inning. Ramos got it started with a clean hit. Turner the pinch double. Sac fly Rendon to the scoreboard, and then Escobar, that base hit. Nats had previous hits by Escobar in the first, Taylor in the second, and Tanner Roark in the third inning. Nats trying to get Tanner off the hook here. He went 5 innings, 3 runs on 5 hits, couple of walks, a strikeout, gave up a homer to Scope. 82 pitches, 49 strikes.
I see ya.
Two balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, right there. That's what Jason Worth, when he's going good, he's thinking right center. But last night, he hit the ball right on the screws. He lined out the shortstop, double play his first time up. Third time up, hit a bullet to third base. So he's been barreling up the baseball with no results. But on that cutter versus Wilson, if he's thinking right center, he's thinking right. Coming in here, though.
And a fight to get that one back on a play.
Is that good, Teddy?
I don't know who has season tickets right behind that.
Yeah. Down in front, Melonhead.
Yeah, but that smile would melt you. That's in there to Jason Worth, 82. And Tyler Wilson wins a pretty impressive battle with a veteran hitter. Mercedes-Benz will track it.
And I went with the slider at 82. And a pretty hard-fought battle won by Tyler Wilson with a pretty good pitch. Locked Jason Worth up.
Here's Clint Robinson 0 for 1 with a line drive out and a base on balls. Wilson due to bat third in the 7th. His longest outing, 7 2/3 at Oakland 2 starts ago. And Clint Robinson with a high fly ball for Parra. In that game, August 3rd, before his most recent stint in the minors, he went 7 2/3 at Oakland in a 9-2 win, 2 runs on 6 hits. Last time out didn't go so well, 6 runs, 8 hits, 4 1/3 at Tampa Bay.
Well, if you're Buck Showalter, you got to like what you're seeing from a competitive standpoint from the young right-hander today. Sticking his nose in there, fighting you. I mean, he's throwing 88 to 91, but he's fighting you. I mean, throwing strikes, going after hitters. And that's all you want to see from from a young guy. That's why the Nats are so high on Joe Ross.
Yeah, Joe got that 6th inning over too quickly for us to talk much about him, but Any look down the road to next year in the rotation has to include Joe Ross in that conversation. He and Trey Turner coming in that deal. 2-0. Desmond up the middle. Playing up that way, though. Jonathan Scope guns him out. Nats go 1-2-3. Impressive day for the 25-year-old rookie from Midlothian, Virginia. Wilson. This ball game into the top of the 7th now. Ryan Flaherty against Joe Ross. Escobar on the grass at third. Fastball up and away. And we're underway. 3-2 Orioles. Nats have out hit them 6-5. Flaherty 0 for 2. Fly ball to center and a strikeout. And this one tailing away from Jason Worth and just up into the first row. That's turning into glove souvenir land over there, similar to where the appealed play took place the other night.
Kid saved his hot dog, though. Did you see that? Put it down. It's a better move by the youngster. He's looking at Jason Worth. Oh, nice catch.
Jason could not reach that one. It will not require an umpire's review like last night's did by Matt Wieters.
Nice catch. You should have saw it.
2-1 pitch. Out into center. Michael A. Taylor just cruising to the ball. With more on Joe Ross, who has 4 straight outs, here's Dan.
Bob, when the Nationals took Joe Ross out of their rotation, they could have opted to shut him down for the season, but one of the reasons why they decided to move him to the bullpen instead is that they wanted him to experience the grind deep into September, get used to the physical and mental toll that comes with a full 162-game season, something that he hasn't experienced before. They wanted him to help them, give them innings here and there, but they also wanted him to continue pitching just to get used to that grind that comes with a full season at the big leagues.
He got a big-time taste of it this year. 75 innings.
Extra month is a big deal. When you're used to, as a minor leaguer, being done with your season at the end of August, then all of a sudden you have 30 more games, or at least 20 more games in 30 more days. You play 142 in the minors, for those of you that don't know, 162 in the big leagues, and an extra 20 games, a big difference, especially if you're lucky enough to play in October. Then the season gets real long and the off season gets real short.
Casey Janssen and Matt Thornton. No, that's a lot of the conversation in recent years about the Giants with their world championships. Those off years, they played a lot of extra baseball prior to those when they won the whole thing. That is a long season.
And every time, if I was them and I was really tired, I would look at my 3 rings in my locker and not care one bit.
Yeah, that can't get you going. Giants are 7 over, but they're 7 back of the Dodgers. Joe Ross went off speed on 3-2 and walked J.J. Hardy. All right, it's pretty simple. Buy one, get one free if you can come up with a photo of yourself at an 05 Nationals inaugural season game, or a photo or hard copy of your ticket from said game. Redeemable at the box office only for any remaining games this year. Some restrictions, select seating areas apply. So if you were a Nats fan attending a ball game at RFK back in 05, you can buy one, get one free. Joe Ross done after 22 pitches. 11 strikes. Paredes the pinch hitter, and the Nats deeper into their bullpen with Thornton. And it looks like the Orioles, after bringing up switch hitter Jimmy Paredes, will have Christian Walker against Matt Thornton. Matt Thornton will face somebody other than Chris Davis for the first time in this series.
Yeah, Matt Thornton, 209 average against, fastball 94. Slider 83, occasional changeup at 87.
Christian Walker, 24-year-old first baseman from Limerick, PA. Played at the University of South Carolina. 18 at-bats for the Orioles at the big league level last year. 1 for 3 since his call-up this month.
So Paredes announced, and now he's pinch hit for by Walker. So Buck Showalter burning a couple of players, but with the expanded rosters, not that big a deal.
Matt Thornton with a couple of sizzlers there. And it's 0-2. So that finishes Tyler Wilson. 6 innings, 6 runs, actually 6 hits, 2 runs. Walked a couple, struck out 4, a couple of double play balls. And he's in line for his third big league win. Long way to go, though. 0-2 pitch. Hardy a short lead with 1 out.
Good try by Thornton right there, trying to pitch below the strike zone to get that ground ball. Got another pitch to do it with right here. Bottom of the zone or below. Looking for that double play.
Don't want to walk this guy and give Manny Machado a chance to bat in this inning. 2 hitters away with Parra on deck. And he just missed. 2 consecutive walks by Ross and Thornton with 1 out, 7th inning.
Well, you saw Matt Thornton's reaction, both hands in the air. He wanted to know where this pitch was. Watch Thornton after the pitch. Where'd that miss?
Wow. It didn't. Parra career against Thornton, 1 for 1. Way outside, 2-0.
And Matt Williams has Jansen ready for Machado. And he's got Felipe Rivero getting loose for Chris Davis.
And a ball lifted out to right center. Breeze blowing in, knocks it down. Taylor has it. He'll make a strong throw, but it's way offline, and that gives both runners a chance to move up.
Yeah, that's a throw that's got to go into second base, especially when you're moving away from the play like that. Even though you have a strong arm, sometimes that'll get you into trouble.
The only other thing the Nats could do here, they could walk Machado and stay with Thornton against Davis.
I don't know if you walk a guy with 77 RBIs to get to a guy with 110. We'll see what Matt Williams does, but you see the errant throw. That enabled the trail runner, Walker, to get to second base once he read the throw. I guess you do. Here we go.
I think Matt Williams might feel that Matt Thornton has a better chance to throw the ball by Davis than Jansen does against Machado.
Yeah, he likes that matchup better. Chris Davis hitting .280 against lefties this year, 49 for 175 with 10 homers and 30 RBI. But he does have 52 strikeouts and 175 at-bats and 14 walks.
Chris Davis in this series 0 for 2 against Matt Thornton. Situational appearance Tuesday night, 7th inning, ground ball to second. Same happened last night. So Davis career 2 for 11 against Matt. 3 strikeouts, 2 RBIs. Huge matchup in this game right now as the Nats try to keep it within 1.
Yeah, you think this might be the ball game right here.
Chris Davis, I guess their version of Ian Desmond or Ryan Zimmerman, a guy who thrives with the bases loaded. Hardy walked with 1 out. That finished Ross. And then the walk to Walker and Machado intentionally.
Well, Davis in attack mode, Thornton in attack mode. Something's got to give. Matt Thornton going right after him, and Chris Davis coming up swinging.
(3-2) ball game in the top of the 7th. Davis in this series 2 for 10, 1 RBI. And the hook is well outside.
Got a couple of pitches to work with if you're Matt Thornton, and you could try to jam him. I mean, fastball off the plate and running all over him for a ball and see if you can get in there. But if you're going to miss in there, then maybe set up the 2-2 slider if that doesn't work.
So curveball way outside, fastball way outside. Don't want to go to 3-2. Davis pulls it. Clint Robinson gets a nice big hop to the bag, and the inning is over. Matt Thornton gets the job done to keep this a 3-2 game as we arrive at the Hyundai 7th inning stretch. Beltway series. The Nats trying to tie it up for the year at 3-3. And may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Washington Nationals. Matt Thornton, a big-time job out of the bullpen to get some tough batters. So this one goes to the bottom of the 7th, into the Orioles bullpen now. And the reliever will be making his first appearance in this series, 28-year-old Chaz Rowe.
Yeah, fastball 93, slider 82. 36 appearance for Rowe. And the league hitting 277, lefties 333.
Taylor, Ramos. And then maybe Dendecker. Right-handed shift on. And Michael A. Taylor hits it right to the shortstop, J.J. Hardy, on the first pitch, 7th inning.
We go back to the Nats' fifth inning where they scored a couple of runs. Wilson Ramos got the party started with a base hit up the middle. Then Trey Turner off the bench with a double into the left field corner. Then Anthony Rendon, great at bat, right center, up against the wall. Gerardo Parra making a nice play. That would be a sac fly. And then Yunel Escobar scoring Trey Turner from second base. Those are the 2 runs for the Nats in the 5th inning.
Wilson Ramos, 1-for-1 career against Chaz Rowe with a home run, 3 RBIs. Base hit last time up the middle. We got that 5th inning moving. And then Matt Dendecker for the number 9 spot. Ramos deep to left. See you later. Way up there. He's 2 for 3, and he just tied the game with his 14th of the year.
A big fly from the Buffalo, and I'm talking a big, big fly. Ian Desmond, you can see the expression on his face as he greeted Wilson Ramos. Horns up, tie ball game. What a swing by the Nationals catcher. That ball was tattooed.
How about that? 2 at-bats against this pitcher career. 2 home runs and 4 batted in. That's hit their first home run of this series. Matt Dendecker is the pinch hitter. Ramos with RBI number 66.
He admired his work for a second, too.
Been known to do that. Dendecker, 1-for-1 career against Chaz Rowe. And then Mike Wright is up for the 2nd time today.
The game has changed in so many ways, from rules to, players' approach on a daily basis. And there used to be a time when watching a home run was taboo, and I just feel like it's become part of the fabric now. The old school guys don't like it, and you understand why. But the younger guys, everybody does it. There's fist pumps on strikeouts. There's guys watching home runs. It used to be where you would get drilled for something, and I think maybe the older school players take exception to it. But Wilson Ramos watched this every bit as much as Manny Machado did last night. And personally, I have no problem with it. To me, I've gotten so used to it. I guess desensitized is the word. That I feel like it's part of the game now. Everybody does it. It doesn't really stick out when somebody does it now like it used to before. You were a hot dog if you did it back in the 90s. Today, it's just part of everyday baseball fabric.
Chaz Rowe done. Mike Wright coming in. Anthony Rendon for the Nats, who are now back even. Gets the Nats back even. Now suddenly the lead runs on base with Rendon coming up, and he'll be facing Mike Wright, 25-year-old rookie, Orioles third rounder 4 years ago out of East Carolina.
Yeah, fastball slider change, occasional curveball. Fastball averages 93 miles an hour. Opponents hitting 282 off Wright this year.
Nats haven't seen him before. Top of the order, Anthony Rendon 0 for 2. A long sac fly last time that pinned Gerardo Parra up against the scoreboard in right center. Dendecker, good speed aboard for the lead run here.
Anthony Rendon with the whole right side of the infield scope, playing him right up the middle.
Nats had a 3-2 lead for a couple of innings last night. The only times in this series they've been ahead. It's been a battle all 3 games.
Now look at all that space right here. You're looking for something inside out, ground ball. That's just staring you in the face as a right-handed hitter. Look at that. The whole right side.
Good heater. 96 to the outside edge. This one to right center. It's falling, and it's on the ground. Dendecker gets to second as far as he can go as Anthony Rendon delivers a hit. That sets up some big things to come with Escobar and Harper.
But even though Anthony Rendon didn't hit that hole, the swing he created right there was to try to hit that hole. Watch the inside-out swing on the fastball. He's trying to fight a ball through that hole. And because he got his hands in the right slot in thinking about that hole, he got himself a base hit. I don't know what the data is on Anthony Rendon and ground balls, but I haven't seen a second baseman play him that far up the middle this year.
Escobar 2 for 3 RBI last time. This guy now over his last 24 games is hitting around .425. Four hits in the series, the most by any Nationals batter. Inside the numbers with Jeep. September. Guys with 50 plate appearances at least, and Bryce Harper and Yunel Escobar right there together. Shin-Soo Choo has fueled Texas' rise to the top of the AL West. One Escobar hits this ball hard. Parra cannot get it. Over his glove. Dendecker scores. Rendon to third. Here he comes. Throw is offline. He's out. Matt Wieters picked it up and reached across the plate. You know the Nats will take a look at this one.
I think his foot got in there. Excuse me, Carp.
And the Orioles prevent the Nats from scoring 2 on that play.
Maybe the replay will show different, but from up here with the naked eye, I thought his foot got in there. And Yunel Escobar with another ball on the barrel of his bat. How clutch has Yunel Escobar been? And I'll tell you what, that guy is just one of the best hitters in the National League. They're going to check it out. We'll check it out first. Umpires meeting as we speak. And I thought Rendon's foot snuck in there. We'll check it out. He's trying to catch Matt Dendecker. It was a good effort by Matt Wieters. And did he get him? Can't really tell there. It was moving so fast. This should show us, did his foot hit the plate, first of all? Wow.
He looks out.
Yeah. What a tag by Wieters.
I mean, Wieters handled that like a first baseman.
Yeah.
It didn't take them long to call him out.
No, I mean, they got it right, and I could see why they challenged it. But when you watch the Exmo, Wieters with a fantastic tag, and I mean just getting Anthony Rendon's foot. Show me that last angle again. Watch this. Boom. Right before it gets to the plate. Pretty good relay by Scope. Nice tag by Wieters. And Bryce Harper is going to walk.
Nats have the lead. It'll be Worth against Wright. And Bryce Harper will now walk for the 7th time in this 3-game series.
Well, we said Bryce's fate is based on how Jason Worth hits. And when Jason was locked in, or getting hits, I should say, Bryce was getting pitches to hit in the last series. Now, Jason was hitting the home runs. He had the multi-home run games, and Bryce was getting pitched to, and he was feasting off that. Now he's getting walked. Another great game between these two ball clubs, and it seems like they've all been just like this, minus the first game of this series.
Yeah,
that was the one you could just throw on the scrap heap. But the rest, the games in Baltimore, these two, fantastic battles.
Well, the games in Baltimore, 3-2 Orioles, 3-2 Nats. And the in-between game was 7-4 Nats. So you can look at the tail of the tape on this series and see how close things have been. So the Nats do have the lead 4-3 with Dendecker scoring on that double. And here's Jason Worth. Up and in. Quite a day for Jonathan Scope, by the way. Came into his at-bat in the 4th inning, 0 for 15. Hit the homer, and then he bullets a relay to get a fast runner at home plate.
I give Wieters a lot of credit, too. That was Kurt Suzuki-like what he just did. And Suzuki, one of the best I've ever seen at picking a short hop and putting a tag on a runner.
2-0 to Worth. That is caught by Machado. And Manny Machado looking over to the infield, pumping his fists. There's some emotion out there right now as this seesaw battle continues. And the Nats will be frustrated to strand a couple. Ramos tied it with the homer. Escobar gave the Nats the lead with the double. 2 long innings remaining.
Has had a hang with him series. He's lined out 3 times the last 2 games, and they've all been absolute bullets. And this one might have been 2 runs with Bryce Harper running. And Manny Machado stabs a line drive, and then I don't know if he's trying to fire his team up or what, but he looked right into the Nats dugout and started screaming.
All right. He might bat again in this game, maybe not.
And Jason Worth is just having some horrible luck in this series, hitting line drives right at players.
All right, Nats have a 4-3 lead into the 8th inning. Blake Trinan to get through this frame. Pierce, Wieters, and Scope. And he's going to be greeted with a shot to right field that Harper has to take in the gap on a hop. Steve Pierce, first hit today, but he is 4 for 11 in the series on base 5 times. Matt Wieters next against Blake Trinan.
Well, nice piece of hitting by Pierce. First of all, fastball down in, inside out swing, leadoff man aboard here in the 8th. 55th appearance for Blake Trinan.
He'll face Wieters for the first time. Boy, 2 pitches and they're hacking. Matt Wieters has grounded into 4 double plays this year. Orioles have turned 2 today. Trinan's specialty, getting the ground ball, and that ball is driven to right center, way out of here. Baltimore back on top with the long ball. They've been doing it for 3 games.
Well, you could tell he was trying to go deep on the first swing, and he got a fastball right down the middle. The first fastball was up. This one a little lower. And Matt Wieters was not trying to bunt anybody over, hit a hole with a ground ball. He was feast or famine right there, and it was feast. The Nats bullpen just having all kinds of trouble holding leads this season.
Jonathan Scope 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer. Three and one. And this ball hit out to right center. Michael A. Taylor. Look out, Bryce, right behind him for the first out. Flaherty and Hardy the next 2.
And keep up with all the pennant races in true HD quality on MLB.TV Premium. Watch every out-of-market game live on more than 400 supported devices. Visit MLB.TV today.
Ryan Flaherty 0 for 3 today. Matt Wieters, 7th home run of the year, 21 RBIs. All kind of rumors about where he may end up next year. Played at Georgia Tech. Atlanta was identified a while ago as a possible destination.
Matt Wieters with the nice tag play of an Anthony Rendon and a 2-run homer.
Yeah, it's a 3-run swing right there.
Yeah.
It's kind of year it's been for the Nats. You think you have a 2-run double, and a guy makes an amazing pick and gets your guy by an inch at home plate. Got in by a spike. 1-2 pitch. Two. That's way inside. So Blake Treinen, 4 batters, 3 have reached. Next up, J.J. Hardy. And Steve McGatty to the mound with left-handed batter Steve Clevenger. Stepping out on deck, Felipe Rivero for the Nats.
Jim McCann trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, settle down his young right-hander and give Felipe Rivero some time to throw some pitches in the bullpen.
There's Clevenger. Eighth inning all year. It's been rough. 2-1 pitch. Counts even. Well, I guess we'll see if Treinen stays with Nolan Reimold out there now. 2-2 pitch with 1 out. And hanging in there is J.J. Hardy.
Man, Buck Showalter thinking he's got a better chance with a right-hander against Blake Treinen than a left-hander against Felipe Rivero. Probably not in a position to burn 2 guys again.
That one's going to hang up a bit and allow Jason Worth to come up and get it. Took a big divot out of the left field turf. 2 down. Good play.
A sliding catch by Jason Worth. Ball hung up just enough so that he could make the play and take out half the grass in left field. Look at that divot. Good hustling play by Jason Worth. Came up looking for the double play. Watch this chunk of grass. Bloop. It's like one of your sand wedges, Carp.
Yeah, baby.
Did not replace his divot or put seeds in it.
John Turner has a whole bunch of guys who will be happy to take care of that.
Yeah, nice play.
Reimold led off in the ball game Tuesday night, went 1 for 5 with an RBI single. Facing Trinan for the first time, and the fastball's in there. Brad Brock's been warming up most of this inning for the Orioles. He pitched 2 scoreless innings here Tuesday night. The 7th and the 8th after Ribaldo Jimenez had given up just 1 unearned run in 6 innings. And a 1-2 pitch. How to play right side.
I'll tell you what, nothing demoralizes a ball club than leads lost late. It's almost like, you know, as a football team, you do everything right and you have your kicker out there to win a game in the last second and he misses the field goal. I mean, losing games where you're doing everything right, that's part of baseball. I mean, good teams are going to lose their share of games during the season, but, you know, being in clubhouses when you lose late and you can hear a pin drop, I mean, that's the worst way to lose in baseball. It just sucks the life right out of you. It really does. Still 6 outs to go, though. And trying to keep it a 5-4 deficit. A 1-run deficit.
You might be surprised to know this year that when the Nats lead after 7, they're 63-6. Doesn't seem like it. Tied after 7, 11-9. The Nats haven't lost a game all year when leading after 8. They've had some blown saves, but have been able to come back. That ball hit pretty hard, and Taylor has it. So the Orioles, with a Pierce base hit and a Wieters homer, take the lead. Robinson, Desmond, Michael A. Taylor, bottom of the 8th, straight ahead. Midway series, quite a battle. 5-4 Orioles. The Nats still have 6 outs with which to work. They'll face 29-year-old right-hander Brad Brock.
Now, fastball slider change. Fastball 94, changeup 86. They'll throw the slider to right-handers mostly and feature that changeup as his out pitch to lefties.
He struck out. Clint Robinson looking here on Tuesday night. In fact, he got 6 outs. Only guy aboard. He pitched around Bryce Harper leading off the 8th that night. Struck out Robinson and Desmond. First 2 batters here in the 8th.
That's the changeup right there. Almost 10 miles an hour slower than the fastball with the same arm action, same arm speed, and same fade.
Two and 2. Clint 0 for 2 today with a base on balls. Jonathan Papelbon will be pitching to Parra, Machado, and Davis in the 9th. It appears, no matter what the score is. Big rip by Clint Robinson to stay alive.
Hey, I respect that fastball at 97 and just do whatever you can to flip the changeup in play if he throws it.
Nissan with the at bat, everything away. And another. This ball driven pretty well out to left center. That's way over Gerardo Parra. Clint Robinson into second base. Tying run there with nobody out. The Nats are making late inning noise with the bats.
You wonder if Wilmer Defoe is going to pinch run for Robinson here, but a great at-bat by Clint. I mean, he's sold out for the fastball, and at 98, what else can you look for as a hitter? And look at that swing. Beautiful opposite field hack by Clint Robinson. Not a bad pitch at all by Brock. Right where he wanted it, but Robinson just beat him. So a leadoff double here in the 8th for the Nats, down by 1. Great swing by Clint Robinson, and there he is.
Ian Desmond trying to advance Defoe. Or get him home right now to tie this thing up. Desmond against Brock, career 0 for 4 and late on the bunt.
Doesn't have to be a good one with Defoe on second base. Just get her down. He'll take care of the rest with his wheels. And by not a good one, I mean just get it down the dirt. Doesn't have to really be toward the line at all. Just make that first bounce be right in front of the plate, and the job will be done.
And Taylor, one of the better Nats this year, with runners in scoring position on deck. Desmond gets it down, but he bunts it really short. So close to Wieters, he had plenty of time to throw out Defoe. A little thing that goes wrong that could be costly in a big way. 2-5 on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, he deadened it too much. I mean, just stopped right in front of the plate. Look where Wieters picks up this ball, about 2 feet in front of him. I don't care how fast you are with it right there. Gave Wieters an easy chance to throw Defoe out. And as a base runner, if you're thinking you got to read that, it's not a force at third. That's not an easy read for a runner. He's just reading down angle off the bat. If he sees that ball down, he can't wait around to see how far it's going to roll out in front of the plate. So Defoe had to go on that.
Now we'll see if Ian Desmond tries to get in a scoring position. Matt Wieters' career 30% caught stealing. Ian, not a big lead, and Taylor takes it low. Five for Orioles, bottom of the 8th. Three and 0. Missed. 2 on, 1 out.
Oh, Wilson Ramos had a real nice day. A couple of hits, a single in the 5th inning. After he threw out Manny Machado, there's a base hit. And then here's a tater. A Buffalo tater. So there's some serious heat on the bases for the Nats. Ian Desmond on second, Michael Taylor on first. And basically the Nats offense today in the batter's box.
Tyler Moore on deck. Bottom of the 8th, 2 on, 1 out. Ramos takes a strike.
It's a good take. You don't want that yet. That's a ground ball.
Middle in and away it went.
Yeah, it was a far one.
Ramos 1 for 2 career against Brock. And late for 97, 2 outs.
Be sure to text Masson's word of the day, hair, to 29292 for your chance to win an autographed prize pack from Masson, brought to you by Hair Cuttery. Don't be afraid to mix one in, Meach. Home of the Smile Back Guarantee. No small print, just big smiles. I don't know if that's the Jason Worth gnome or the... Yeah, I think it is. He doesn't look too happy. He'll be happier here in doubling the gap, I'll tell you that.
Tyler Moore faces Brad Brock for the first time. Tying runs at second base. 2 outs in the 8th. That is a devastating changeup. Papelbon and Rivero. Tyler Moore all locked up and the inning's over. Nats got a leadoff double. Never did get a base runner to third base. 5-4 now into the 9th. And we go to the top of the ninth, checking in with Toyota Case for Kids. Washington area Toyota dealers helping children and their families. Every time there's a strikeout, $37 to the Children's Inn at the National Institutes of Health. Tyler Moore stays in to play first base. Felipe Rivero will get the call. He retired one batter, Chris Davis, in the ninth inning last night on a fly ball to left.
Got mid to upper 90s fastball, nasty slider in the low to mid 80s to go with it. 45th appearance for Felipe Rivero. ERA at 3.12 and opponents hitting .213 off the slinging lefty.
Gerardo Parra. First inning double. Got the Orioles their first run when Machado drove him in. Escobar well onto the grass at third. Lights taking effect.
They call that a foul tip? I think that was a strike. I think that got his bat, and I think it's an 0-1 count.
It is. And a ball driven to left. Here comes Worth again. All the turf stayed in place. Didn't need to slide. Jason covering some good ground out there. He's been busy. One out, and here comes Rivero against Machado.
So a lot of action that we want to show you in this ball game, and Matt Wieder's been in the middle of most of it. You know, Escobar, great swing to right center. You see the throw with a couple hops. Wieder's fielding it way on the first base side, diving across the plate and just getting Anthony Rendon's foot. And then Jason Worth with the line drive. That play by Machado might have saved a couple of runs. Remember, there was runners on first and second, 2 outs right there. Bryce Harper was on first. Maybe he scores on a ball rattling around down the left field corner. And then Wieder's with the home run. So a lot of action in this ball game. It's been a back and forth affair.
And Rivero gets a piece of it to knock it down. Throws out Machado for the second out here. It'll be Chris Davis.
How does a guy that throws 98 to 99 with a long arm action throw a ball to first base and he bobbles it?
32 miles an hour.
Like that.
I was thinking the same thing as you went into that.
You think about it, he can't throw it like he wants to, or else it's going to be 98 miles an hour, and Clint Robinson ain't going to catch it. So the short arm delivery by Felipe Rivero right there gets the job done.
Orioles are warming up Darren O'Day for a possible third save in 3 games. Steve McCaddy coming out. Tune into the Nats Extra post-game show. Johnny and Ray out in left field. It's presented by W.B. Mason, where this one's over.
Maybe he was hurt, and that's why he threw the ball like he did.
Where they didn't get the bare hand.
Yeah, they gave him on the meat hand. Maybe this is just stalling for time.
2 outs in the inning. Rafael Martin, if it goes to Steve Pearce, possibly. So the Orioles have a left-handed closer, Zach Britton, who has 34 saves. But they're right-hander because the Nats are primarily a right-handed team. O'Day has saved the first 2 and he's warming up. But Harper is due up third in the 9th inning.
The Express. '99.
Almost had to reach back for that one.
That's the first time he's hit 100 this year, folks. 100 miles an hour from Felipe Rivera. Triple digits. You don't see this every day. Let it rip.
Then you throw an 84-mile-an-hour hook, and even the best hitters will be all locked up on that. Bottom of the ninth, top of the order. The Nats trying to salvage something against the O's.
Coming up, Ramos tied things up. The Nationals took the lead, but it's not over yet.
No, an ideal situation. They're running on second base, Johnny, and you've got to be able to read that bunt. You don't have to go. It's not a forced play, and the bunt was just not a good bunt. And those little things right there cost you big time. I mean, they do. They have all year, and they will always cost you if you don't execute them properly.
Don't think anybody thought the Orioles could come to town and sweep the Nationals. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. At least win one game of this three-game series. We go to the bottom of the ninth. We send you right back upstairs to Bob at FP.
All right, thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Ray. I don't think anybody thought either team would be able to pull that off. And here's Darren O'Day. Nobody warming in the Orioles bullpen. No left-hander. So this appears to be his ninth inning against Rendon, Escobar, and Harper. Trying to... I mean, if he does this, he will have doubled his save total for the year in 3 days.
Yeah, it's a big boy save opportunity. He's got to cut right through the heart of the Nats order, so we'll see how this goes. Fastball 87, slider 80. Two-pitch guy.
Parra goes to right. And David Lowe in center. Big, slow curveball drops in.
The same thing you always say when you see O'Day on the mound. You got to zone him down. His fastball will tease you letter high and look like it's going to end up belt high and end up too high to get on top of. It's usually his out pitch with 2 strikes. He likes to climb the ladder.
Rendon against O'Day, career 0 for 2. Nats have had 10 hits to Baltimore's 7. Trail 5-4 here, bottom of the ninth. Upstairs.
See, that's the one you got to lay off of. That's a good take by Anthony Rendon. Almost like a sinker guy. If it starts at your belt, you got to take it because you know it's going to end up higher. It looked like it was pretty close looking at the replay and pitch track.
Yeah, it got a lot of the strike zone on the pitch track. Rendon, and I mean that breaking ball had him fully extended and hit right at the end of the barrel.
I've seen him do that before, staying alive. Just gets a piece of the bat and live to fight another pitch.
One out.
Well, that's the out pitch with 2 strikes, tries to climb the ladder. And he did. Washington, D.C. Lexus dealers are donating $250 to Children's National Health System for every home run and Nats player hits this season. So keep them coming. It's for a wonderful cause. Lexus, the pursuit of perfection.
Yunel Escobar having a big day. 3 for 4, 2 RBIs, 5 hits in the series.
Yeah, Tommy Hearn's nickname was the Hitman. You could say the same for Yunel Escobar.
That is what he does. 168 of them. He's retaken the team lead. Bryce has 166. Escobar is one of the few pitchers that has dominated him. 1 for 11 career against Darren O'Day with Bryce waiting.
Zone down, look away.
Counts even, 1-1. Good take. First game of the Philadelphia series tomorrow night. Jordan Zimmerman looking for number 14, Jared Eichhoff. For the Phillies, Nats pounded their pitching staff in Philadelphia last week. 2-1 pitch. Escobar to short. J.J. Hardy. It's up to Bryce Harper. Harper, 2 career plate appearances against Darren O'Day, and O'Day has walked in both times.
Did he even throw him a strike?
He did. Bryce way out ahead of it.
Hey, 1-run baseball game. You got 41 and 95 in the batter's box. Jason Worth with a line drive at Manny Machado last time up, but you get the right-on-right matchup. I'd be careful right here if I was O'Day. Real careful. Going inside.
He is. Ball speared by Hardy, and the Orioles sweep the Nationals. It was actually Manny Machado up the middle. They're on the shift. And the Nats go 1-2-3 in the 9th inning. Darren O'Day saves all 3 games of the series. His 4th, 5th, and 6th saves of the year. So the Nats reeling a bit. Now there's 7 back of the Mets, who are starting right now at Cincinnati tonight. And it's on to the Philadelphia series here tomorrow evening. Jordan Zimmerman goes for the Nats. Nats Extra 6:30. We'll join you from the booth at 7. This has been a presentation of Matson. Orioles sweep the Nats, win the season series 4-2. And from Nationals Park, so long for just a while.